Hello everyone. Myself Hasina Bibi, Assistant Professor of CSE Department, Rohini College of Engineering and Technology. In this series of video lectures, we are going to see the subject Web Technologies for the 6th semester Computer Science and Engineering branch. Now we are going to start with the topic of the first unit. We are going to see the first topic, that is Web Essentials, Client Server Communication, the Internet and World Wide Web. In the first topic, we are going to see the introduction about the Internet terminologies. Websites. We all know a website is a set of related web pages typically served from a single web server. A website is hosted on at least one web server accessible through the network, such as the Internet or private local area network. Websites consist of web pages. Web pages can be usually accessed from a simple resource, uniform resource locator, otherwise called as web address. And there are many terminologies. Internet is a collection of computers around the world connected to each other through the high-speed series of networks. Then World Wide Web is shortly called as web. It consists of a vast assortment of files and documents that are stored on computers and written with the help of some form of language called as hypertext markup language. Then we might know about the browsers, a web browser. It is a program that displays the web pages and other documents on the web. We can access the internet. We can access the web pages with the help of our client-side software called as browser. For example, Internet Explorer, Firefox, Google Chrome, etc. Then server. Server is the computer that stores the files which will serve the request from the clients. The software that distributes the information and the server consists of the software which will distribute the information to the clients. So the machine where the information and software reside is called as the server. Web server sends requested web pages to the client. Then client, the software that resides on the remote machine. The client will communicate with the server, gets the information from the server, processes it and displays the processed information to the user. Client is the one which will initiate the contact with the server. It will request a service from the server. So the client is implemented in the browser. Web server. Already we seen this, the software that delivers the web pages and other documents to the browsers using the protocol Hypertext Transfer Protocol. Then a web page is a document or resource of information that is suitable for the World Wide Web and can be accessed through the web browser. URL is a uniform resource locator, which is a unique address which will identify a resource on the internet for routing purpose. Client server paradigm. So the entire internet is working based upon the client server paradigm. As we said, the client is the terminal which will request for the web page, and the server is the resource of the data and the informations and the collection of web pages. Based upon the request from the client, the request will be sent to the server, and the server will sanction the request to the client by providing the requested contents. Then internet, it is the electronic collection of networks connecting many millions of computers from every corner of the world. It is the global network of networks. It is publicly accessible network that consists of millions of small domestic, academic, business and government networks. The following, anybody can publish information or create new services. The internet is a cooperative endeavor. No organization is in charge of the network. The following components are essential for an internet connection: computers, connections through phone line, cable, DSL, wireless, modem, and with the help of the network is established with the help of some of the protocols like TCP IP. Then application software, web browsers, emails, etc., and internet service providers are they are application softwares. Then they are the medium for communication and interaction with the internet network, makes information constantly and instantly available to anyone with the connection. Then host, a computer connected to the network is commonly known as the host. Then communication services, the data is passed back and forth between the host computers using the packets and protocols. The data will be packed and the necessary header and footer informations will be added, so it will be packed. So this are called as the data packets, and this data packets will be transferred by following the protocols such as the file transfer protocol, hypertext transfer protocol, etc., and this will be delivered to the destination. Then internet service providers are the decentralized form of internet service providers, and for example ISPs are Reliance, Airtel India, Airtel Idea, etc. Then the term online, when the computer is connected to the internet, then it is said to be in online. Hyperlinks are that allows a user to quickly move from one page to another. Then protocols is pre-established means of communication. They have set of rules that tell about how to package data, how to transfer the data, what are the rules to be followed in the internet, etc. They are the main important protocol is TCP IP. TCP is the protocol that establishes the virtual connection between the destination and the source. It guarantees delivery of data in the proper format, in the proper order. Then internet protocol is responsible for packaging the little packets of information and delivering them. Then IP address is the address of the machine. The IP protocol provides unique address to the resources. Domain name service is providing the domain name to the resources, and the domain name system it is translate the domain names into the unique address. Similarly, the IP address and the universal resource locators are the way of identifying the information on the server. So URL consists of the different parts like protocol. Initially protocol will be mentioned like HTTP or FTP. Then the host name is nothing but the web server's IP address or domain name. Then the directory of the file, a particular file name will be mentioned in the uniform resource locators. Then different kinds of web browsers are there from which the client can send the request to the server. For example, Internet Explorer, Firefox, Google Chrome, etc. Protocols are agreed formats for transmitting data between the services. The protocol determines the error checking, data compression method is used, the way of end of a message is signaled, the way of device indicates that it has received the message. Everything is denoted, everything is defined by the protocol. This is the diagram showing the server and the client communication. The set of devices present in the server side, everything data will be stored in the server, and whenever a request came from the client, the server will produce us the service based upon the request and send the service in the form of replies or responses to the client. Then hypertext transfer protocol is widely used in the internet to transfer the internet packages. The same thing is the mechanism, that is the client send the request for the given data web pages to the server with the help of the browser. The browser makes the connection to the server and send the request. The server read the pages from the file system extract the necessary information and the files and delivers to the client. Then some other protocols are used, for example electronic mail protocols. It is used to process with the mails. So electronic mail transfer protocols having some protocols like simple mail transfer protocols, then post office protocol, then interactive mail access protocol is there. It having some additional features associated with the mail transactions. Then domain names having the form host name, domain name. The first domain is the smallest, that is it will specifies the organization. The last domain specifies the type of organization, for example .com. The host name, the fully qualified domain name, which consists of the host name and all of the domain names. So to provide the domain names, DNS servers are there. So that's all about the introduction about the World Wide Web. Thank you.